Okay, this one is my jasmine plant. As you can see, it's not looking the best, but at least she's still alive. I'm not sure what she likes. The leaves look a little crisp. I try to water her every week because I'm not sure if she likes to be watered every week or every other week. So when I'm not home, I ask my husband to water it for me. So it has no flowers right now, but I hope, because right now I'm putting fertilizers on my plants, I'm feeding them, so I hope it will help this plant produce flowers this summer. It's very hard to take care of because it's a tropical plant. In the Philippines, they're everywhere. I remember our neighbor, they have nice bushy jasmine plants in front of their yard. We call them sampaguita. And I just love the smell. And this is actually our national flower in the Philippines. And so when I saw them at the garden center, I was like, I gotta have them. So it's very challenging to keep it alive, but she is still fighting. So that's my jasmine plant. This one is my snake plant. It's actually a gift from my dear friend Remy. There's a story behind it. So it was December, actually almost Christmas, and we dropped her off her apartment. And then I saw that her roommate also is a plantita. She loves houseplants as well. And so I was like, oh my god, her plants, can I have some? Like even a cutting or something. And then she's like, yeah, you can take this thing, you can take this whole plant. So she gave this to me. I was like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, my friends won't mind. It's so funny. But anyway, it hasn't grown much since I got it. I believe this plant is now 2 years old, if I'm not mistaken. I think the reason why though is because its location is right by the door, as you can see. So, and also there's a vent. And as you know, I don't think it likes being by the door or any vents. So, oops, hubby's home! So that's my snake plant. I'll try to repot it or maybe try to move it this summer, see how it goes. He's home! This one is my donkey's tail or burro's tail. So many names, but I call it donkey's tail. This is actually a gift, a cutting. I think he gave me 1 or 2 cuttings from one of our lovely friends. If I find a picture, I'll insert it so that you'll see that I grew it from a cutting. It's very unique. I was like, what is that? I like that plant, so we got it for me. It's in this pot. I'm not sure what this hard brown stuff is on the pot, but I think it's soil or something. But I cannot transplant it anymore because the leaves are very sensitive. When you try to move it, you can propagate it through the leaves. If I can find anything there. I think there's one right there. Do you see it? See it right there. So when the leaves drop, I just put it there and they just begin growing. So yes, that's my pinky tail or rose tail. More succulents and cactus. So in this spot I have my succulents and cactus. This table or shelf was built by my husband. I asked him to build it. Before, this window didn't have that. But as you know, I'm running out of space downstairs because I only have that room with a south-facing window and I'm running out of space. And so I thought of this. I was like, can you add this shelf for my cactuses and succulents? And so he did a few weeks ago. Now I have them upstairs, all of them here. So I have that. This one is, I'm gonna transplant it this summer. A Peperomia. Flappy Jack, I think it's called. The more sun it gets, the more color it gets. Like this one, they just turned a vibrant red or pinkish on the edge of the leaf since I moved it here. And it also gave me brand new leaves, so it's loving it. I also transplanted it 2 weeks ago in this little terracotta pots because it was outgrowing its little pot, nursery pot. So I transplanted them. Again, Peperomia. So I have 3 Peperomias, this one and this other 2. So 3. I'm just letting them grow, establish them a little bit, and I'm gonna transplant all 3 together in one pot. Let's go back here. Okay, did you know? So this is, I think, a Thanksgiving cactus. There's 3 kinds, I think: Easter cactus, Thanksgiving cactus, and a Christmas cactus. So I believe this one is a Thanksgiving cactus. You will know by the shape of the leaf. So be careful, guys, when you say, oh, this is a Thanksgiving or Christmas cactus, but if it's not, oh, the plant people will be like, it's not, it's a Thanksgiving cactus. And then they will insert a picture of how to identify your cactus. So funny. So this one has a white pinkish flower. And then I have 2. This one has a bright pink flower. So actually, guys, how we got them from, I asked him to get them for me because, again, when the plant people posted pictures that this store has them, so I said, go get some, get me some. So he got me 2. And then I moved them upstairs recently, right? Because I learned that these cactuses, the Thanksgiving cactus, they like a sunny window. And they do, because look what happened. It has produced a flower since I moved it up here. And there's another 2 more. Can you see them? 1, 1, 2, right? Oh, and there's a 3rd one right there. So yes, definitely, if you have Thanksgiving cactus, put it in a nice sunny window. And then this is a wandering dude, they call it. Don't call it the other name because you're not supposed to. I learned that the hard way. So it's a wandering dude or an inch plant. Can't remember the scientific name. This one, again, I'm gonna insert a picture when I first got it, how it looked like. And then I put it in a centerpiece, like arrangement centerpiece. But again, it didn't survive. Some of them didn't survive. I think it's just this and this that survived. This one and the other one, Aloe, and I think this is zebra or Haworthia zebra. I don't know. Can't remember the name. I just added those because the spot was empty. So I was like, I need something to put in there. And this one, as you can see, guys, that cute little propagated there. I propagated it from this one. So the leaf fell off, and so I propagated it, and it was a success. As you can see, it's growing. Come on, camera, focus. There. Two. Okay, and this is my sedum. My sedum and my jade plant. Beautiful. I had a jade plant before, but it died. And so this is my second jade plant. When I was cleaning my plants or doing plant inspection last fall, I noticed there was a ladybug in this pot. Like, there was a ladybug there. I don't know where it went. Ladybugs are our friends. They eat insects, the insects that we don't like for our plants. So if you see a ladybug, that's your friend. Don't kill ladybugs. They are our friends. Okay, and more plants here. I forgot the name of these plants, but I'll insert it down below. I got them because back in the Philippines, my mom had these plants. So it reminded me of her, and I got them. So right now they are in their nursery pots still. I'll let them grow and establish more before I transplant them into one pot, all three together in one pot. And this one is my poinsettia, our poinsettia from last Christmas. I don't want to get rid of it, and so I'm gonna save it. This is actually our second poinsettia. Okay, so that's the rest of them in a south-facing window. Okay, my ferns. My bird's nest fern. It's doing okay, but this one is a goner, I think. I don't know. I'm not doing too well with ferns. I have a Boston fern and I killed it. Pretty sad. So I realized that I am not good with ferns. I'm not sure how to take care of them. So maybe I'll research more about them so that I don't kill them. But I had actually a few of them. I'll insert a picture if I find them, but they died already. So by the way, guys, this console table is made by hubby. And again, I'm the one who designed it. I'm the one who asked him to do it because I needed something like a table that can fit behind this sofa bed. So I get the dimensions and I asked him, we can build it. So we built it last summer. The reason why is it's so hard to find the right or specific height and length and width of the console table that I want that can fit specifically in this spot. So we have to customize it. So this is what we did last summer. Okay, so we moved the sofa a little bit so you guys can see it. So the reason why we designed it like this is because there's a vent, as you can see right there. So it has to have like legs like that, so at least the ventilation is not blocked. So it's like that, and then it just fits really well. When we move the sofa a little bit, it just fits perfectly. It's the right height for this space. Okay, and I'll just show you maybe, a little bit here in our console table. This one, I made this one. This is my first embroidery project. I made this one last year, I think, or a few months ago. December, I can't remember. Anyway, I had fun making these. So it's now there. M for Maria, Maria, Maria. And of course, our Bible. And just little decors. And the peace lily right there. That's where it lives. So yes, this is the console table that he built for me last year. This one is my umbrella plant. And again, as you can see, she's not doing well. because again, I think it's the same issue. There is a vent right there, which is right beside it, and a door. So this one, it goes straight to the garage. In the wintertime, when you open and close the door, the cold air gets in. My very, very sad looking cyclamens. I'm not sure, guys. I know. I think at some point they dried. And then when we watered them way too much, and then they were overwatered. I think that's what happened. Underwatered and then overwatered them. Deadly combination. I'm not really sure how to make them bounce back. I'm gonna insert a picture of their glory days when they were happy and thriving. My spider plants. I have 2 spider plants. This one and this one. So they are the curly variety. It has curly leaves, curly long leaves. Love it. So I'm so glad that it's doing well. I actually moved it from a south-facing window to a north-facing window. I was scared that it will get sad because it doesn't get much light here, but apparently it's okay. So I'll keep it here. I'll keep them here. So hard to find a plant that can be okay being on a north-facing window or east-facing window. That means not much enough sun. So these ones are fine here, so I'll just leave them here. My spider plant and another spider plant is pretty happy because it has so many babies. As you can see, so many babies, but I'll just leave the babies there. And then my pothos, I have so many cuttings as well. So easy to grow this pothos, so beautiful. Some of the plant people, they are collecting all of them. I'm not sure how many varieties are there for pothos, but I only have maybe a couple. But some of them, they have this challenge, they collect all of them. Okay, but I'm good with what I have right now. I'll just keep it like that, hanging. And by the way, hubby, I asked him to make these, so he made this. I designed them, but he made them. He made these. I asked him to make them. So they look like that. Yeah. It's actually an inspiration from our decor at work. So I told him to make a similar one for our house. And then this is my orchids. I used to have 4 orchids, but now I killed the other 2, so there's only 2. As you can see, it has a wig, so now my secret is exposed. These flowers are not real. I put it there. I put flowers there because I don't want it to be sad looking. So it has a wig. I call it a wig. All right, so I'm not sure, guys, how to take care of these orchids. Same as I said, I already killed 2 of them. So if you have an orchid that is thriving, what's your secret? Share them with me, please. These ones are damaged, leaf damage from when I got it. I bought them, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. So their growth is pretty stunted. Yeah, and that's my orchids. So ngayon ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano ko diligan ang aking mga halaman. I'm gonna show you how I water my plants. Our water schedule is every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks. Kasi I work outside Edmonton, as you know, I've mentioned it so many times. And so it's just right. When I come home, that's when I water my plants. So I'd say every 10 days, every 2 weeks. So whenever I'm home, that's when I water them. Okay? So before, I just use this one and then water in there, just water my plants like that. But now, I've learned bottom watering is way better for my plants or for the house plants. So give it a try as well. And here I'm going to show you how to bottom water your plants. Okay. And also I got this one plant food, liquid plant food from Home Depot as well. It's very easy. I've used it before and I'm going to show you how. Very easy. So this is how it looks like. It's 10, 15, 10. There's a meaning behind that 10, 15, 10. But yeah. So it says here, shake well before using. And then you just need 7 drops per 1 liter of water. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so this one, I've already measured it and put a mark. Right there is my 1 liter. When I use water, I use warm or lukewarm water. Not cold, but more on the warmer side. I've learned that as well from our gardener at work. So he taught me that trick. So anyway, here we go. One, I lost count. Was that 5? I lost count, guys. Anyway, I'm not gonna throw my water away. I lost count. I thought I was 5 liters. Anyway. So when I put my plants in here, they're gonna be submerged up to like that much. So I'm testing the water temperature. It's just enough little water. So I thought I was 5 liters. I could be wrong. But anyway, this case is 5, so I'm gonna put 7 times 5 is 35. 5 drops of this liquid. Okay, so now, hold on. Well, I've got handy dandy barbecue stick. Mix it. And now it's bath time! As you can see, they're still in their nursery pots. I wanna let them grow and establish them first there before I put them, transplant them in the pot. So they're pretty dry. See, they're floating. They are dry already. So let them there. And then I'll get more. Yes, just one more. And then that's our first batch. This is the last one that can fit in here. Be careful guys, because before I have damaged my plants doing this. Like I broke off a branch, a leaf. So be careful when you do this, okay? So there you go. Wait for just at least 15-20 minutes, depends. And then, sorry guys, I had to readjust my camera just so that I can show you the nice full view of the plants. So same as I said, just wait for like 15 to 30 minutes. Just let them soak the water in. Actually, the plants will tell you when they've had enough water, because when they try to test the soil, you try to touch the soil, it's moist. So then that's an indication. That's when you know that they're ready. So then what I do is I remove them from here and let them drip here in the sink, and then get my second batch of plants to put in our bathtub. Yeah, they like it. Since I've done this method, I noticed that my plants are happier, and so I was like, okay, I think this works. And then from then on, that's how I water my plants. Some people, they use their bathtubs in the bathroom because it's bigger, and so you can put more plants. You can do that too if you want, but this is how I do mine. This is how I do it, my routine. So this worked for me, so I'll just keep doing this. And so give it a try and see how bottom watering works for your houseplants. And then let me know if you see any change or changes on your houseplants after you've done this method. Comment down below. Yeah, so then we wait. You can do your laundry, you can clean the house, you can fold your clothes, or you can even have a coffee while waiting, in between, right? So that's how I do bottom watering. Okay guys, so it's been 15-20 minutes already, and I checked them. I checked the top of the soil. It's already wet or moist, so they're ready. So what I'll do is I'll remove them one by one. Be careful with your African violets, because they don't want their leaves to get wet. So now I'm going to take them one by one, put them in the sink, and let them drip their excess water. One by one. Be careful not to damage your leaves. And after this, they're good for another 2 weeks. Sometimes though, depends on the pot, I guess the nursing pot, they don't get enough water. So what I do is I just take a little scoop of water and put some more, like that. Or it will drain anyway, so whatever is excess water will drain. Just want to make sure that they have enough water that will last them for 2 weeks. Okay, as you can see here, the water level is now low, so I'll have to put more water in here, maybe 1 or 2 liters more, and I'll add more of the plant food, liquid plant food. Okay. Okay guys, moving on to the second batch of our plants for watering. So we've added more water, like 2 liters of water, and of course more of the liquid plant food. And now we are ready to put in the second batch of our plants. So these ones are a little bigger plants, bigger pots. So just try to fit as many plants or pots as you can in one tub. Be very gentle not to break their leaves or branches, and then just always make sure that they're not soaked, the leaves are not soaked in water. Okay, just like that. Just try your best not to damage them while you're doing this. Jade plant. Good. Go, bath time, bath time. So if you have more plants, as you can see, like it will take at least 15-20 minutes or sometimes even half an hour, depends if you have bigger plants. So it does take time. So what other people do is they use, same as I said, the bathtubs because it's bigger, hence they can put more plants. Or you can get 2 of these, so you can put more plants, water more plants at the same time. Okay. I think we can fit one more. Just one more. Great. Perfect. And that's it. Now we wait for another 15-20 minutes. And then I'll come back and take away these little ones. And then I'll give this bigger plants extra 5-10 minutes to drink more water. Alright? Perfect. Can you see me? So there you go, guys. That's how I water my plants. I can fit a few here, like quite a lot of plants actually, in this bin that we got from our favorite store, Home Depot. People have all our money. Yes. That's an indication that we've already so we just using my face. Yeah, or take a nap or whatever. Then and also hit the notification button for more videos like this. Thanks guys! Have a good day!